Zoom, zoom, zoom. What's poppin', people? It's Dante back with my GoPro Mini. It was replaced under warranty. I have the GoPro Plus subscription. You get unlimited cloud storage and stuff like that, and then also a replacement camera if needed. So I think I got some dirt stuck in my SD card slot when I was gardening. I opened up the SD reader and yeah, that kind of messed everything up. Was using the SanDisk cards at the time, so I switched over to Lexar just in case that was an issue. But hey, look, it took only like 2 weeks for it to come back. I mean, it was pretty fast turnaround, and yeah, free of charge under the warranty, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, GoPro Mini, this is the one that I really enjoy using. I just figured I'll turn it on just to test that it's working, and yeah, it seems to be doing so. So yeah, here I'm at the street, Market Street, and got the Ricoh GR3 with me today. Just thinking and walking with my Vibram 5-finger ELX shoes. They're super nice, minimalist barefoot shoes. My feet after 1 month is thanking me. They are so thankful. I feel like I'm actually way more comfortable in these than any other shoe that I've ever worn. So hey, if it works for me, it works. You know, it's kind of funny. It's funny being like the only person in the city of Philadelphia that are wearing these. Like, I can pretty much confirm that. I never see anybody wearing these, so it's like, you know, you get like funny compliments and looks and things, and I actually like the attention. It's kind of fun. Do these flowers have any scent, or do I have COVID-19? So I don't know. I like walking on the street, especially around this time, midday after lunch hour. You have so many people coming and going, and yeah, people coming out of work, going to lunch, whatever the deal is. I've got my newspaper stand. Oh shit. So I don't usually, I mean, like, I try to not look at the news, because if you look at the news too much, it feels like the world's ending. But one of my hobbies is to go in and pull out any headlines. So like here you see weekend shootings leave at least 9 injured. And I'll just like rip it out. Yeah, and I just put them in my pocket using the Lululemon License to Train shorts. Really nice zipper pockets, and can hold my Ricoh, my GoPro, my phone, stuff like that when I am out on the streets. Here we have a state trooper fatally shoots an 18-year-old driver. Jesus. See, the ones that are in the middle are a little bit harder to rip out. See, I messed that one up. So look, some of them you get, some of them you don't. It's hard to keep people in a job that's so dysfunctional. That's a funny one. The idea is everything on the street is fair game, right? Everything on the street is fair game. One day I can make a big collage of years and years of newspaper headlines in the city of Philadelphia and just make an art piece out of it. Look at this, you can win $150,000. Group sues mayor officials over Columbus statue removal efforts. What's going on here? A group that fought in court to keep a statue. I don't even want to read it, because it really makes me sad when I see our history being taken away. I'm not going to read into it. I'm just going to take the headline for what it says. Group sues the mayor, officials over Columbus statue removal. Look, they're trying to remove the statue. The Columbus statue. Yeah, right? Isn't that crazy? I don't like when we do that. They always try to erase our history. Even the statues that are along the Schuylkill River have been defamed. Like, there's statues of like Quakers and like, I don't know, like the people that came here and sort of like developed the city. And they like write on it like land back, like give us our land back, and like all sorts of crazy shit. And just like bad things. They like paint blood on the children's faces and stuff. It's like, it's kind of crazy. Former Playboy model accuses Bill Cosby of drugging, sexually assaulting her in 1969. This man, Bill Cosby, a Philadelphian man, he spoke at my graduation at high school. He spoke at my graduation. He was like, you know, telling his jokes and stuff. Hey, this is the GoPro mini test. Look, it's still running. 5 minutes, it's still going. So it must be a brand new replacement. D. Pasquale runs for Pennsylvania. Okay, I don't care about that. And then everything else is kind of just sports, and bullshit. So look, I'll be kind today, and I'll throw this out in a proper trash can so that nobody gets the ripped out headlines, the vital information. But yeah, look, I've got a pocket full of headlines. So what I like to do is if I ever like sit down and like start chatting with like a local Philadelphian, I'll be like, yo, what's up, man? Like, did you check the news today? Did you see the Philadelphia news? And they're like, no, why? What's on the news today? Anything interesting? And then what I do is I just pull out from my pocket like headlines and just discuss the news via headlines in my pocket. And it's just like a funny thing to do, I think. It's like a conversation piece, and like it's just a recent hobby of mine, just ripping out the headlines and preparing for future collaging. Maybe on like a rainy day when I stay inside, I'll get a glue stick and a notebook and start making some interesting collages out of things that I collect off of the streets. I think it's fun to play when you're out on the streets and to not take life so seriously, right? I think that's kind of my whole idea with the way that I'm approaching my photography going forward, is kind of just taking photos of anything that's in front of you, not really putting that much thought into it. I mean, you have to have good observation skills, good know-how, and, you know, some basic things. But at the end of the day, it's like I don't know, just like point the camera up, take a picture, point the camera down, take a picture, look around you, just snap away. Like, anyone that's coming in front of you is, at the end of the day, fair game. So it's like, you take a picture and you see what it looks like afterwards, and you'll be able to decide which ones are good, which ones are bad. And the point is repetition, and the point is to just keep shooting and keep photographing, and using the small JPEG, high contrast black and white files. Yeah, it gives you a beautiful artistic picture right out of camera. Sometimes they wind up being way more interesting than you'd expect because of the nature of crushing the shadows and sort of focusing on just it's like an instant sketch of life. And I think that's the idea going forward with the new approach. It's like I'm just trying to make an instant sketch of life, and by setting the camera up this way, it pretty much allows you to do so. And the goal is curiosity and longevity, to keep photographing, to keep pushing, to keep moving, and to always be making new work. And by doing it this way, I think it'll allow the photos to live on for longer. Literally, the file size and the way that the image is designed and coming straight out of camera is going to have longer life than just like a regular like raw file or whatever. So I'm thinking of things that way as well. So yeah, Ricoh GR3. I also have the GR3X, but I think my idea is I'm just gonna use the GR3 until this shit gets messed up and breaks. I'm just gonna like use the shit out of it and just fuck it up, and then I have my backup GR3X, which I actually think is really nice with the 40mm in the future. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just testing out the GoPro Mini, the GoPro Hero 11 Black Mini, as it's just been replaced via warranty. Looks like it's brand new fresh replacement. Lululemon license to train shorts, and the shirt is Lululemon, but I don't know which. It's the one that has the like curved sort of sides there and like a longer back. It's like a longer tee. It's better for it's the Dry Sense Lululemon Dry Sense medium shirt. Fits me perfectly and it looks really nice. I think this is my favorite Lululemon shirt, the Dry Sense. The thing with Lululemon is they get like the material is really nice, but it does like fray, and like you'll see sometimes like it'll rip it easily, but it's like whatever. It's like, it's way too comfortable and nice for me to like wear anything else, but it's just a thing to note. And you gotta, I guess, take care of it. And like, I wash it for like 15 minutes in cold water, and then you have to air dry it. You can't dry it in a dryer. So it's like very specific materials. But for street photography, I think it's great. If you're out all day, guess what? You don't really sweat in this kind of shit. Like, you actually can go longer and like feel more comfortable. Wearing the proper clothing on the streets are important. And yeah, with the Vibrams and the Lululemons, yeah, it's pretty much the ultimate solution. And then liquid death is the only water. Death to plastics. Death to plastics. We don't want any estrogen in our plastic bottles. We drink out of tins, and we use small cameras, and we always grin, and we keep on moving and grooving. And I look up at the leaves, and I believe that we can do anything. What is right in front of you is so beautiful. Each moment you can do it. Just keep pushing. Click the shutter and don't mutter. Don't even say a word. Just swerve and bob and weave, and then you'll go home. When you leave, import the shots straight onto the iPad. Sit in your lab and cull the photos. You'll feel great once you see something that makes you smile. That's what it's all about. Running for miles and miles. And we'll make another archive. Something that'll be long and living forever. Generations are on my mind. I'm trying to become clever. So I rhyme and make this rap sitting here next to the street. This is my playground, and this is where I be. Always watching, always playing, always saying what's on my mind. I like to freestyle vlog. I like to take pictures of logs. I like to smell flowers, and I like walking through the fog. For life is nothing but a mystery, and I'm starting to see clearly. As I make these instant sketches of life, I fill myself with nothing but strife. Walking down this city hall, I see the beauty in it all. It's just an incredible building and structure, and I can't wait to admire it daily. Every day is ticking. There's not enough time in this world. There's not enough time to see everything in front of me, and I just want to freeze it all. I don't drink alcohol. I only drink water until I fall. But I'm never dehydrated. I'm always walking and I'm always going. Stronger and stronger each day. I want more power. I want this flower. I think that it's important to remain ever strong and keep going and keep pushing. Let's make our pictures last forever. Let's make our pictures last generations. Let's force our archive inside of the minds of the people of this city. And you will find that this city, it's very gritty, but it's full of life, and there's many stories. You can uncover anything within the mundane beauty. Man, that freestyle poetry was weak sauce. I gotta work on it. I think in some of my previous vlogs I made better ones, but hey, it's just a fun thing.